I'm a damn Alabama fan and proud of it. Gump Nation forever, brother.
Namath again faking, quickly finds his target.
Now cuts in. He's at the 40-yard line. He's at the 30.
Quick drop throws in the end zone.
Each number represents an expectation, a challenge that only a championship tradition can issue.
Pressure. Anders hits him. The ball is loose.
Alabama, here comes the heat. Cornelius Bennett. Whoa, did he get lit up?
It is an endless passing of the torch that urges the wearer to enrich his legacy.
Brings pressure up the middle in a hurry. They can't get away from Dante. Alexander first down and more.
Richardson breaks free on the sideline. Turns it corner. Can you say goodbye?
Because at Alabama, tradition is not retired. It is built.
This does put a smile on my face.
Hey, good morning, everybody. Lord have mercy. This is going to be an interesting conversation today. Guys, if you want to voice your opinions today, you're welcome to come on the show today. I've already posted the link. I'll post it again. But what a game last night. Man, I could hardly watch. All right, guys, this show is for you to come on here and voice your opinions of what happened last night. And, hey, we won. That's all I'm going to say. We preach it and preach it. 1 point win is better than a 1 point loss, that's for sure. All right, 6 in a row. There we go. 6 in a row. Bama Nation covered the War Chickens. Roll Tide, by the way. Roll Tide to Jeff Stapleton, Stephen Hicks, and I know Mr. Jones is in here, and I seen Keith Holcomb. I seen you in here. Roll Tide to you, brother. Let's see here. I'm just going to scroll down, and I'll get back up to the top, okay, guys? But like I said, if you want to come on, let's go. Let's rock and roll this morning. Let's see here. I got some things I want to talk about, of course. Miss Latoya, Queen of Alabama football. How you doing this morning? There's Miss Susan. I got to say hi to Miss Susan. It'll hurt my feelings if she don't tell me hi. Good morning. Roll Tide to you, hon. Let's see here. Who else has jumped in there? Mr. Treesky. Good morning to you, sir. I'm glad to see you in here this morning. And Treesky, you're welcome to come on the show. Anybody is welcome to come on and talk some football with me this morning. Like I said, this show is about you guys, okay? All right. Oh, there's Mr. Bishop. Mr. Bishop, you're welcome to go on too if you want to. Mr. Bishop is a Oklahoma fan, and they pulled off a good win last night too. So we can talk about that if you want to. There we go. There's Mr. Bobby. How you doing, buddy? Good morning to you. Roll Tide. All right, let me get up here to the top. Let's start addressing what you guys have been talking about. Like I said, this show is about you guys, for you guys. All right, we got the 6 row in a row. I love Jeff's attitude. I really do. All right, let's see here. UGA inserted yourself in our business. The ramification will be painfully clear in the SEC championship. We got their numbers. Let's see if we can keep it going on. You know, I kind of wish we'd had Texas A&M myself, just so we could expose them like Texas did. But hey, it is what it is. Let's go take care of business. All right, let's see here. This is going to be interesting. It's no longer if Alabama wins. They certainly will. UGA, save yourself the embarrassment and skip the SEC championship game. You have been warned. I love it, Stephen. I love it. All right, here we go. Mr. Jones. Well, that was one hell of a game. I need to do something, guys, in case that kind of language gets going, because we don't care this morning. All right. Hell of a game last night, but our Tide pulled through. Yes, they did. It scared me to death. I'm just going to be honest with you. Bama may not be elite, but they're good enough to win the Iron Bowl. UGA, you're next. You're right, Stephen. They might not be elite. They're still our Alabama Crimson Tide. We pull for them no matter what. We jump on our own. We know what's going on. And we do have, there's something that was said down here later on I want to address. Bama is elite, and having the will to keep fighting every team has been given Bama its best hope. Hoping Bama shows its best next week. Yeah, me too. Ooh. You know how they say you can't beat a team twice in a year. Well, yeah, you can. Yeah, you can, and we're going to prove it this coming up game in the SEC championship. I am not surprised that we're there, but after the way we've been going at it, it kind of makes you wonder. Here we go. I've been wanting to get down to this. I was extremely disappointed in all the candy ass fake Alabama fans last night. Whining and crying, fire everybody. Get a life, and how about another team to follow? RTR. Well said. Well said. I mean, I wasn't hearing it, but, on to Georgia. That's right. Bama did exactly what they were supposed to do, and they won. What do you expect? Chicken bone field. Auburn has gotten better. We all know that. They haven't been losing SEC games by much. And since they got rid of the coach and got a different quarterback, now I will say this. I'll talk about that later. See here? Mr. Jones knows the same thing. Iron Bowl has always been a nail biter, too. We knew what to expect. There was, 92 Alabama football players that have played with each other since they were kids. Yeah, there was something else to be played for just besides just a ball game. They need bragging rights, and that's what we're all about in Alabama. I don't know about everywhere else, but that's what we're about. Let's see here. Ate breakfast a while ago. People forget Saban won his first title at 3 years old. I know what he's talking about. He was here for 3 years. Scratch the old part, though. I don't know what that is. That was Mr. Keith. Scratch the old part, love. Autocorrect. Okay. Let's see here. Gotta show this. Puff Pass team is here. Good morning to you guys. There's Miss Susan. Good morning to you, hon. We already knew that. All right, let's see here. Let's scroll on down. See what you guys are getting into. Good. You got your tumbler? Good. Absolutely great, Miss Latoya. Let's see here. My score prediction was off by 1 touchdown. That must have been over on the other side. Man, you just don't know how many cardiacs I have went through, Keith. I mean, I'm a long time Bama fan, and you just don't know. I don't know how old you are, Mr. Keith, but if you're young, just stay on. You're going to get some more of them. All right, Mr. Bishop, good morning to you, sir. Gauntlet is real. Great win, Bama family. Thank you, sir. Hey, yours turned out good, too. LSU played you hard. They did. They gave you everything they had. Oh, I already went through them, Stephen, and I'm not going to say. It's going to be surprising how the picks turned out yesterday. It is surprising. Some went up, some went down. Hey, there we go. Good morning, Rise Up. I hope you're doing okay. This way, there you go. There was a time that I had to cut off my phone. I did. Hang on just a minute. We got someone in here that wants to talk some football. Good morning, Mr. Bishop. Man,
what's going on?
How are you doing?
Good. Hey, big salute. Hey, we finally made the gauntlet. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. Hey, we're in. Now we need to just go finish it.
It ain't over. It ain't over, Mr.
Yeah.
Bishop. It ain't over for y'all, and it ain't over for us. And let's see. I was trying to go through all the bracket changes that all this is going to create.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness gracious.
Yeah, it's straight bonkers, man. No ifs.
I was on the phone last night for probably about 2 to 3 hours talking to a gentleman, and he had some great points. I hope I can remember them all last night. But my goodness gracious, this is just crazy college football setup. Hey, there we go, Mr. Two-Time. Good morning to you, sir. We will see you in a week. Don't come on
Yeah.
here talking. He knows not to come on here talking trash.
Well, I will say this, that the simple fact is whenever you go into someone's backyard and you take it, is better than a win that you just went outright because you took their heart. You went into the stadium where they had every opportunity to stomp you out, and you take it straight from them. That's how you go do it. That's a championship bound type of team.
Hey, I will tell you what. Alabama has a way of changing the SEC and college football landscape. And why I say that, if you lose to Bama, and like you said, we went in their yard, we got the win, that takes their heart, we got the bragging rights. Now they're looking at the coaches. It happens every year.
Yeah,
You watch what I'm telling you.
yeah,
Breaking news: Alex Golesh is the new head coach at Auburn. Is that really?
yeah,
Did that
yeah,
happen?
yeah. ESPN, and a couple others just broke the news
I
because
will
he
tell
at
you what.
one time he was Arkansas, but this morning it just came across.
Okay. Well, I thought Durkin done pretty good last night. I'm gonna just be honest with you. I don't think he done all that bad.
Yeah, so it's going to be interesting to see how this new hire does that change Durkin out, or do they keep him?
I wonder. I mean, from stepping in interim coach and played us like they did, I know it's the chicken bone field. I know it's a smaller stadium. It's louder, and it gave us fits. I know it did. But all in all, I thought he done good. You couldn't ask a better job. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, definitely. Uh, I just think in the landscape of the college football realm is trying to get one up, and everybody's trying to stay relevant because they see the landscape changing so fastly that they're afraid to miss the explosive growth and be in the mix. So that's what we're getting to see is that uh, NIL has and portal has effect more than just on the field.
Hmm. I will tell you what. The landscape of college football right now is all screwed up. I mean, it is pitiful. Bring back the old BCS system and make it up to like an 8 team something. And because you realize they are talking now that Duke is possible to make the 12. That's what they're saying. If they
Come
win
on,
this,
can we all blink our eyes? Say
yes,
what?
exactly. That's real talk. That's real talk.
Yeah.
They got a few more games left, and said if they win, they have a chance of getting in the 12.
And okay, and when you say that, think of this: 7-5, and they're
Yes,
in the championship
yes,
game.
you're right. Exactly, exactly. With 5 losses, and yet we're over here with Oklahoma, Ole Miss, Georgia. The big conference,
A&M, yeah.
A&M. Who else is talking about it? Uh, Geez, I think that's pretty much got them
Vandy.
all. No, Vandy won't make it. I don't know that they'll make the 12.
Okay.
They're there. They're close. I don't
Yeah.
think they'll make it though. And by
Yeah,
the
I
way,
don't either.
Vanderbilt, good job yesterday for
Yeah.
beating Tennessee. I mean, I really didn't have a dog in that fight, but hey, how many times are you ever going to sit here and wonder and talk about Vanderbilt and Tennessee being a heck of a game? It's Tennessee all the way most of the time. So
Yeah. Yeah. That's crazy. Not only that, just think about it. Is Pavia? Is he our Heisman?
I would. I'll be honest. Yeah, you got all right, think about it. Thank you, Bishop. I appreciate that. We was talking about that too. Pavia is not on, is playing for Vandy. Vandy, if you ever know the SEC, Vandy is, and look what he's done for that team. I would think that he would be the most valued quarterback out of all the schools. I don't care. I love Ty Simpson, and there are other quarterbacks that I really would like to see, do good. But he just come in here and changed the whole landscape of the SEC in his play in
Yeah.
this last 2 years. If he wins the Heisman, I would have no qualms about it at all.
Yeah.
Matter of
Well,
fact, I would vote for him.
yeah. Because what I was thinking is he the most valuable person to that university? Because as he goes, they go. And without a shadow of a doubt, that's the first time that a player literally, if he was not part of that team, are they even being spoken about?
Exactly. I think they would be spoken about because the transfer portal is doing just what people want it to do. It's leveling out certain teams, but it's
Right.
also distracting from your top tier blue bloods. And good morning, Winclan Ken. I have not talked to you in a long time, but glad to see you. But I'm gonna have to give you a call here pretty soon. Give me a little time, but I got to give you a call. He's part of my Bigfoot stuff. He's a great
Awesome.
guy. Yep, I got to
Awesome.
get with him.
But yeah, go ahead.
No, you go ahead, sir.
No, what I was gonna say is that when I broke down the matchup with you guys, you did exactly what all three keys that I had going in. You were able to establish the line of scrimmage. Excuse me. You was able to establish the line of scrimmage. You were able to run the ball, which allows you to be more complementary to your defense, and you seize the day on the defense. Those one of the keys going into taking this in Jordan Hare, and he did exactly that, and the outcome was the result we was looking for.
Well, I'll tell you what. I'm kind of getting a little frustrated. I mean, I really don't want to talk bad about Alabama, but there is a lot of work we need to do going into these playoffs and the SEC game.
Yeah.
One of them is we need to get better starts. I can understand your first one and out, but when you start going twos and threes, you got to remember the defense. You got to move the ball. We started running the ball last night, which is actually it was a little bit of a surprise to me. We've all been preaching it, and there are some that had balked up against it, and I understand it. You know, some wanted to stay where we was doing, but you've seen what happened when we did run the ball successfully.
Yeah.
I mean, Jam Miller was doing a great job. He was hungry. He was pounding that ground, and I was just really impressed with how well he was running last night. Sorry that we lost him, you know, in the end of it. You know, that was I'm never for anybody to get hurt.
No,
You know,
definitely not.
but if you can't get stay on the field and give your defense some rest, and that showed later on in the game, it showed on our defense.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's how Auburn got back into the game. But hey, guys, you got to help your defense out. At least make some first downs. Go ahead.
Yeah, and see that's one of the keys that myself, Piano Man, and a few others have been saying is that in this day and age, you have to have complementary, competitive depth. And top of that, you have to be complementary to one another because it's very important that you give your defense time to gather themselves and be ready for the next series. But more than anything, what it does is keep momentum on your side. And a lot of teams, when you go fast, if you go 3 and out and you go fast, all of a sudden your defense out there more time, and they have the clock on their side. There's a greater percentage of them being able to establish their momentum in that instant. So it's just it's just foundational thinking, and how a lot of us who have either coached, are big fans, or seen the game realize that plays a pivotal part, and especially on the road. That's the only way you win.
Now let me ask you something, Bishop. Seeing how you're on here,
Sure.
who is your biggest rivalry? I mean, one you just have to win. I mean, you know, for us it is Auburn. We don't care if Alabama's ranked number 52, Auburn ranked number 1. It is still the biggest game for both teams, and it's subject to be won by either or. I mean, it's happened
Right.
throughout the years. So, who is Oklahoma's biggest rivalry of that magnitude?
Man,
I know it ain't
Texas.
LSU.
No, it's not. It's Texas. The simple fact is Coming out of the Big 12, we were keeping each other out of the framework of being in the playoffs or the BCS. So it's been Texas, and but what we're realizing going through this year with the gauntlet, part of that is we had to go through our fire test with them, being able to lose to them and realize that it doesn't stop your season because everybody wants to pound the flesh with you. And if you really want to go into the playoffs, you got to find a way to move on from it. But still, it is Texas, horns down every day, all day.
All right. Well, they got Texas A&M, and they beat them, of course.
Yeah.
But I still don't think that Texas A&M and Texas is Texas' biggest rivalry. I just don't see it. You know what I mean? I feel like the last game should be Oklahoma versus Texas.
Yeah.
It would make more of an interesting rivalry week. Let's put it that way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, back in the days, it was Nebraska.
Yeah.
And then Texas. But once Nebraska moved on, it became Texas more than ever before. So, but the one thing that they realized that they needed us to lose for them to get in. So they knew that, hey, whatever it took, we're going to find a way to get it done. No matter how the play was on the field, we got it done. And they've been giving it to me in my comments. Let's just say that.
Oh, yeah. I'm just now catching up with the chat. They're just scrolling so fast on me. Now I would say this much, guys. Daniels, bless his heart, he's got heart. I'm gonna give the kid that, but he's not that good of a quarterback, guys. Come on, if it wasn't for his legs last night, Auburn would not even been nowhere close to what they were at. But hey, he was there and he done what he needed to do. But I don't think he's going to be Auburn's quarterback next year. Depends on what the new coach does.
Yeah. And what happens with the landscape when you get a new coach? Every player is reevaluated, including Jackson Arnold, which I think he'll probably go in the portal. But if he doesn't, it depends on who they bring on the staff as the OC and quarterback coach. Can they revitalize him? But right now, he is seeing ghosts, and he's not. His reading of the defense is too slow for the game right now, and he doesn't trust it. So if you don't let the ball go, then you're taking more sacks than you need to.
Yep. He was throwing the ball into the ground in front of his receivers. That tells me he needs a lot of work. His legs are fine. He's a good runner.
Yeah.
So, let's see here. So, what do you just out of curiosity, while I'm running through the chat,
Sure.
what do you see coming up in the Alabama-Georgia game?
Okay, now this is gonna be. I know some of my friends that's talking about their big Georgia Bulldog fans. They're like, "We're ready for them." I said, "Hey, listen, you guys. The bottom line is, you either the team that they think they're ready for, or they're still that same team that mentally you're in their heads. You live in their heads.
Yep.
They live to when they get a chance to play you, they go all in. But the key is, can they get it done mentally, physically, and on the field? And it takes a lot when you keep getting beat by that same team, no matter how good your season's going. So, with that said, I got Bama 38-28 over Georgia.
Ooh. Here's my thoughts. And I'm sure it'll be talked about all week and all that good stuff. Georgia, 16-9 against Georgia Tech. Georgia Tech is a fine football team. They really are. But 16-9 if you play that way against Bama, I know we're not at the top of our game either. I know that. But we seem to, I don't know if we got like you said, in their head, but you show
Yeah.
up like that, we're on, and you're not going to have that number 4 spot. If Georgia loses, how far do you think they'll fall?
Ooh,
Ooh.
I'm thinking 4 to 6, 4 to 6 range.
You think so?
But
Would it
yeah,
move like that?
because are they undefeated?
Georgia?
Right?
No, they got
No,
one loss.
no, they got one loss to you guys, and you would beat them
Uh-huh.
again, and you
Uh-huh.
beat them again. So their 2 losses would be to you guys, and guys would rise up. So they would
Mhm.
have to at least fall. I say 2 to 3 spots at least, minimum.
But do they move Bama? That's the question.
Yeah. Well, in
Where?
my thoughts, come on, that type of team where they dominated Texas, and you guys beat them twice. Come on.
Yeah. All
Come
right. Right now, Georgia's ranked number 4 and well deserved. All right.
on. Right.
Not taking
Well
anything away
deserved.
from Georgia. All right. We got Alabama ranked number 10. We play them. And they said, and I asked this question even beforehand, if you lose a game in the SEC championship, and they said that will not affect your college playoffs. Well, yes, it does. Come to find out, they're changing the rules this year as they go along because they want to make sure they still got that Ohio, the
Thank you.
Michigan,
Thank you.
Indiana's, and the BYU's, and all this kind of. We've got crazy talk this morning going on about Duke and somebody else. May be in there. That's 7-5 team in the top 12 going into the college playoff. Come on, you know what I'm saying? So what happens if Georgia, like I said, well deserved number 4, got no complaints about it, and you play in a number 10 ranked Tennessee or Alabama?
Yeah.
If you get beat, I don't care, 1 point, doesn't matter. If you get beat, do you drop down? Does Alabama leapfrog over you? Because this is the second time this year. Okay. Now, of course, it's got to be played, of course, but we're just giving a scenario. Do they jump over Georgia? See how screwed up it is?
Yeah, it is. And look, this year is, hey, does you guys just be hard to kill? Period, point blank. You win the game and let the committee deal with that side. But in my book, you beat them twice, and they had beat everybody else. They have drubbed Texas, and Texas trying to lay claim after beating Texas A&M. And if they lose twice, you would have to leap over them. You didn't just beat them once; you beat them twice when they had ample opportunity in the second game to revenge it, and they didn't.
You want to know something that's really kinky? All right. If we jump over Georgia and you drop Georgia down to 6, that means you have to move us up over to 5. All right.
Yeah.
What's Notre Dame going to say about that? What's Oklahoma going to say about that?
Long as we in, hey, Oklahoma. Hey, y'all want to be honest? After last year, going 6-6, us in just in the dance and knowing that we're in, put us where you need to put us. But the bottom line is, we still got to go play the game. No matter if we get a home game or anywhere else, the period point blank, we want to be in.
Oh, I get it. And that's right now. Our goal is to beat Georgia.
Yeah, yeah.
And I really try to hit on it while I go. 16-9 is not impressing me as far as Georgia is concerned. So right now, yeah, there's going to be talk. We love two-time. I mean, we absolutely love two-time on here. He is not vicious. He just likes to come in and have some fun. You know what I mean? And we love him. But he knows just as well as we do, it's going to be a game. It's going to be a game. We don't look all that great. They don't look all that great right now. So it's going to be there is a very, very good chance in my head, my heart, that we can beat this game again and beat them twice in 1 year. I know they say
What
it's hard to do.
and if I can, the chat, you guys are excellent, and run the likes up. How when you know how I get down, hey, run the likes up and share this beautiful gumbo content. Here's what I will say: for the first time, they now are seeing that the SEC from top to bottom is truly the standard, and it is the gauntlet. And when you go through this gauntlet, you're gonna have some injuries, and you're gonna have some bumps and bruises that some of your players that you normally rely on, you need their backups, and that's why I always tell everybody, competitive depth is how you win championships now, because it's not the first string, it's the second and third string holding the line to give them a rest or being able to step in and you don't lose a step.
Yeah, that's right. And I will tell you, we talked about what would Ohio State do last night of if they were in the SEC. Okay, and I told them, I said, you got to remember, Ohio State gets their picks up here. They are still that way. Michigan does too. Notre Dame especially. But you got to remember, Notre Dame in the North is chock full of Catholics up here. Okay, and so they're going to pull for Notre Dame. They're going to get the best players that they can get, and I understand why people want to throw Notre Dame into the mix. But I feel like if you throw Ohio State down here in the SEC, not only are you going to lose some depth to injury, you've got to go to these other colleges that have smaller stadiums, loud because they're smaller, right there in your ear, and go into other people's backyards that are a lot tougher top to bottom, if that makes any sense. You see, and I feel like, I asked the guy, so how many games do you think they would actually win? He said they would probably lose 4 games a year in this league.
Definitely.
All right, we're going to answer this question right here. The question Icebox is, how far does Texas A&M fall? They got
That is that. I tell you what, Icebox, that's a key question, because that is gonna, along with Duke and Virginia, and then keeping in Notre Dame, is just making everything topsy turvy, because the simple fact is there's only 10 spots if they really would be honest, because the outlier bids for like Tulane or someone like that has got 1 spot, and then Notre Dame got the other spot. So it's only actually 10 spots. So with everything that's going on, it's going to be interesting, because you can't guarantee nobody's in except for those who win in.
I'm sorry, I like this comment. Georgia's got our 4th spot. We're coming to get it back.
Hey, I like that. Hey, Dave, y'all need to work on that one.
Let's see. Man, there's just something else in the chat room, and I'm trying to stay up with it, but it's just tough.
Hey, they fired up. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
And they
got that gumbo going. Look at them.
No, I don't blame them at all. Let's see here. Well, you're absolutely right. Since Texas and Oklahoma has come over here, has done nothing but strengthen the mystique of the SEC. And I know people like to pick, well, you can't stay up with the SEC. Yeah, you can. Oklahoma is doing a great job. So is Texas. And let's put it this, it's a love-hate relationship. We love to play, but we hate when y'all win.
Yeah. For some reason, I learned that real well this season. I don't know whatever we did, but yeah, I realized that. But no, on all, that's what you want, because your strength of schedule, now that they have said strength of schedule is one of the key components, how can they not look at the SEC and get more than 2 teams in?
Well, let's put it this way. They won't. The hate's real. All right.
I know
they hate the SEC.
Yep.
They hate Alabama. Okay, now I'm not trying to throw off on no other SEC team. I'm not. It's just Alabama is so rich with championships that yeah, we have our arrogant fans too, as far as that goes. But the nation is tired of seeing Alabama win national championships. The nation is tired of seeing the SEC win national championships. They are pulling out all the rug, and I don't know who in the world is this daggum Arkansas coach that's supposed to be part of the committee for the SEC because you're not representing the SEC well at all. You've got no
Not at
business
all.
there.
He's
You know,
go along to get along.
yeah, you're absolutely right. He's going along to get along, and that's why we're facing 9 teams next year of the SEC play. I don't mind that. I'm not scared of that. But where is the other Bishop? You're like me. Competition. I want to see a competitive football game. The competitive football game was like LSU and Oklahoma last night, Alabama and Auburn, the Vandy Tennessee game. Those are competition games.
Yeah.
Who did Ohio State play? Who
Yeah,
did
but see,
Indiana play?
here's the key component, you guys, is that other conferences are letting go of those tough games, and they're making sure that they can make sure they make it in, and then they'll do their bidding when they're in. But you notice other conferences letting games that they could have been playing some of us, but they decide, no, we don't. The schedule's too hard. We can't keep you on.
You
So
know, I'll put to you like this. They want the Notre Dame. And look here, I'm tired of Notre Dame not being in the conference. They need to be put in one or no down playoffs for them, regardless. Put them in the Big Ten. That way, Big Ten has got more competition. I would agree. I would totally agree. They were supposed. They joined the conference for the basketball, did they not?
yeah,
Uh-huh. And I've been preaching, and you heard me on Piano Man. They need to have the SEC separate from the NCAA and just start their own dadgum league. And ESPN, SEC, all them channels will be throwing money into the SEC. Where's the NCAA going to be? They have no more power over what affects us. I guarantee you the competition level in the SEC will far outweigh anything the rest of the nation is doing, especially up here in the Big Ten or whatever. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Uh,
definitely.
I'm still preaching it. I'm still pissed off about that. I'm sorry.
Well, yeah, the truth of the matter is there's a few teams that the Big Ten uh, that could be named, but there's only certain teams that if you put them all in a mix, it would be a true gauntlet. And each week you would watch, the ratings would be through the roof because there's no let up. It's the truest sense of the game of having the competitive depth, and that drives ratings. Because when you know that each and every week you better show up because everybody wants their pound of flesh, then you have the best competition possible. So by the time you get it to the end, whoever makes it in, they earned it in.
Yep. All right. We got 40 minutes in. I want to
Yeah,
know, and I know you're an Oklahoma guy.
yeah,
I really
no,
do. And I'm serious. We love you on the show. Piano Man, you two guys are great. And I'm real proud that you come up here today, be honest with you. But I want your opinion of what Alabama really needs to do and your biggest takeaways from the game last night. Your opinions. I'm going to shut up and I want to listen to this.
all right, all right. When I break down film, I'm just a old ball coach, old defensive coordinator. What I see in you guys is that, uh, like like us, you have a OC that is trying to let go of the Pac-12 mantra of how they operate in the offense, but both defenses are a championship defense. And, I know y'all guys are working on your special teams, but that's where the complementary football of the offense has to come up. And, both teams are trying to work on it. But the bottom line is it's the first year that I think both teams their foundation and their tradition was built off of having strong offenses that go along with, what they had on the defensive side. And not only that, Bama, you just Mr. Saban just stepped away, so the mystique of that type of standard, when you have someone come in like a DeBoer to try to uphold it, but still do it in your way, you have to go through growing pains, and that's what I see. But you did it. You did it through the gauntlet, and you got one more game. You know how they are. I don't do no rat poison. One more game. The key is your offensive line is getting better. And oftentimes when kids go through a fire test, you find out what you really have in a kid. And you start realizing, okay, they just needed more they put in the fire so that they can get their true selves out. Now it's about dominating the line of scrimmage. I know is Cuevas going to be back for this championship game?
I don't know. I don't know if he's going to be back or not. He was definitely out yesterday.
Yeah, because remember, Georgia, Cuevas and the other tight end was pivotal in that first game because they had no answer when you run combination routes and have the tight end or the running back flare or wheel, and then that tight end drag. So once again, we're going back to complementary football. Okay, on top of establishing run, no matter if it's 2 to 3 yards, that and being able to do combination routes and and catching the ball, of course, is key. And the way that Ty can actually gain that momentum back that he was going with is staying within the framework and taking a check down when need be. Because oftentimes, if you run a combination route, it just might be the route that's going to win that down. So
you said something that I thought was very, very important. Complementary football.
Yeah.
We are not playing complementary right now, and I don't know why. It could be, you being a defensive coach, you would know how well that offensive line is looking. Just to be honest with you, nobody knows more about an offensive line than the defensive line coach. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If we could get that in order, and like you said, Quavos, and I said it on Piano Man show, learn to spell Quavos because you're going to hear a lot of it, and he has proven to be, if not one of the most important assets to the Alabama offense. I don't know who is, we got to get him back. I mean, we got to look at some others that are coming up, and I think they can replace, but they're not going to do as good because they don't have the experience as of yet. But I think that a tight end is really important in every offense nowadays.
Yeah.
If it ain't, it's going to change that way.
Yeah.
And I
also, to add, I didn't mean to cut you off to
no, you're fine.
Your run fits, your backers. Remember, Georgia, they live to get to the second half to where they can pound you into submission with their run game. Your run fits have to stay crisp. You have to know formations and do your film study and make sure you stay to the script of reading your keys and staying in your run fit. Don't try to help your buddy out. This game is all about just the fundamentals. If you keep the fundamentals, you guys can win the game. But the way Georgia does, they want you to make the first error, and then they pounce.
Mm-hmm. They do. They do. I mean, this is not going to be an easy game. I don't. Yeah, we'd like to taunt Georgia, because we're in your own head, that kind of stuff. But we all know it's going to be a tough game. And like I said, I'm not really impressed with Georgia, but I wasn't impressed with Auburn either. You've seen what they done. So,
well, just think about it, you guys. Let's we talked about the gauntlet, myself and Mr. Piano Man. Just think about in the SEC, you think about how the top 25 and who had the most teams in, and you'll start realizing in order to go through this SEC, if you make it into that championship game, that's saying something. So you are the standard, and you have never lost the standard. It might have been tweaked a little bit because you have a different person running it, but it's just like everybody else. It seems like only one that have a good offense are people that are not in. Those who going through the gauntlet, there's something that always happen to be looked on or that's just not right that to the certain standard. But I think that's growing pains of going to explosive growth because the simple fact is the SEC is the standard because of the gauntlet. There's no easy wins in the SEC. And because of that, a lot of times teams have enough film on you to where you got to go to that next level each and every week.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, I'm thinking, like you said, the complementary play of the offense and the defense. I'm thinking Walmack is doing a fine job. And I'm still hearing stuff, people saying, we need to get another defensive coach. I don't think so. I told them at the beginning of the year, last year, Walmack's defense started coming around. They got better and better and better toward the end of the year. I feel like this year it was only going to even be better, and it has been. But if you do not play the complementary where you can give them some rest, you're just no. You're defeating the whole thing. I think our defense is fine. Don't blame Walmack. Don't
No,
blame him.
actually, I like Womack because he reminds me of a young Brent Venables, where each and every week, since that one loss with Florida State, each and every week they had tweaked something and they gotten better and better and better. So you ask yourself, now he's on the right trajectory. It's just it's still new to Bama, but the defense is what's keeping you guys in a lot of games till the offense come around. So you don't want to mess with that because they're only going to get better. But the key is now is just prodding it a little bit so that you're ready for this final push. But no, it's not the defense. It's I would say this is really the OC's not paying attention to details and the fundamentals of understanding that in order to have complementary football, running game has to be a staple of it, if I may say.
Oh, yeah, it is. I've heard another show, and I'm just going to say it because I love the guy, Coach Carl. He said something. He's been putting out some videos lately of saying that we need to not worry about the run game. Last night, the run game showed me that we can be effective in the run game, even though we don't have what I call our top game in the run game. Last night, it looked pretty good, and from what I'm hearing, Auburn's defense was like in the top 5 or something like that in defense.
Yeah.
That's what I'm hearing, and yet we could run the ball. And I feel like like you said, we're tweaking stuff here and there. The defense is looking great. And by the way, good morning to you, Stacy. Glad to see you. Really am. I'm glad to see you. But I feel like if you can tweak that offense just a little bit more, whether it be the running, the passing really comes along when you can run the ball. I know how the West Coast, but you live and die with the arm. You know what I'm saying? Where you can run clocks. A full complementary game involves passing, running, your defense, offensive line. I mean, everything has to gel together. You never go get everything perfect. But the best at each one that you can do, that's where coaching comes in. Let's see here. Go ahead. I'm sorry. I get lost in these comments.
If I may, I know that your offensive line at times had growing pains, but their communication is getting a little bit better. Because I saw in that game where they were, even no matter what the defense stunt or their TNTs, they were picking it up and they were able to keep the ball moving forward. And you got to understand that is half the battle. If you can do that when you're going against Georgia, and I know a lot of people say, well, we don't run the ball against Georgia. It's all about not going 3 and outs, because Georgia
Yes.
loves for people to go 3 and out, and they punish you when you go 3 and out too many times. Let's just be, when I say complimentary, is that give them more, make them earn their time on the field. Don't give it to them, because they'll take them out. That's their whole mantra. Is Smart is one of those. Kirby is one of those ones that he wants to keep pounding you. And he's one of the few teams that keep running the ball, or play action, run the ball, to see, do you have the ability to go 4 quarters with us?
Mm-hmm. Well, I just throw something up there. Jeff's pretty
Go ahead.
smart about this football. Stop UGA's run game, make Stockton throw the ball. Do you think that will have much of an effect? We got to admit here, we really do have to admit, neither offense on either team is what I call, they're not far from it, but they're not elite. I mean, that's just facts are, like somebody says, take off the glasses and you'll see.
Yeah.
The offenses are not what I call immaculate and elite. They're not far from it. I mean, little tweaks here and there. Either team could just be static. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead. I'll shut up for a little bit. I got to
Oh,
hear
no. You spend fine. Hey, we spent gumbo today. Hey, y'all better pull up a bowl. Hey, but no, all truth, can I just be honest? I
Absolutely.
think we're spoiled. I think we're used to a certain, even us. I think we've been so good at offense when we was in the Big 12, but we get over to the SEC. We just thought if our defense could go along, well, that's great. But you got your OC from the pack, and both of us did, and they have a different way of playing their offense, and it looks good over there because the O line and D line are not the pivotal part over there. Over in the SEC, you better have an O line and D line if you want to be able to be in games. That means you got to be able to establish the line of scrimmage, and you have to move the ball, and you can't be 100% pass, i.e., you have to run the ball. A mixture. That's why I say complimentary. Even if it's 60-40 pass run, the 40, when you do run, it has to pick up major yards to keep the passing game to be efficient and effective, because you keep the opposition on their heels, because you're always in a down a distance that you can have a choice of pass or run.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I agree. And you're absolutely right. You know, the pack, and that's what we're kind of looking at right now with DeBoer, if you ask me, is the shock and awe with passing. I think he's slowly, people don't realize and understand. I don't know if Oklahoma and Texas and all them really understand. And by the way, I'm going to address this comment. Um, no thanks, Stephen. I'd rather not have to hear all the Georgia hate. We don't hate Georgia. If you want to know what real hate is, you should have been at somebody's house last night with Auburn. Now you're going to find out what hate is all about. We hate Auburn. Not so. It's just a fact. We don't hate Georgia. We just love beating you guys. You know how that goes. But it's not going to be hate.
Yeah.
Put
But
it that way.
okay, hold on. Let me ask you a question. If we're saying that Georgia has a certain standard of how they win the games,
Yeah.
that's a standard. And understand, when it comes to you two going at it, that's that old time SEC football standard, that there's no room for errors. That's not hating on you. That's
Hmm.
stating facts that, hey, nobody has the upper hand. You're going to have to go take it in this game. This is the ultimate, hey, this is what they call a Terror Dome, Mad Max type of SEC championship because you both do the same thing very well, but the little things is going to be important, i.e., your kicking game,
That's part of the program.
i.e., getting positive yardage whenever you can flip fields and stuff like that. It's still understand this game here, all the little things along with what you do on offense and defense is how you see this moment. And you both know that.
Yeah. Well, here's something that you just said that I like to hit on. Last night I watched Ty Simpson roll out to the left. He had a receiver down on his left. It was for 2 yards. He had nothing but green grass. He could have got the 2 yards easily. They was
Yeah.
all the defensive guy didn't know which way to go. All he had to do was just step into the run and go. No, he wanted more yardage. There's times you just need to quit worrying about your stats, how well you're playing, and keep the game in mind. Get the first down. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The offense is not where the standard that we want to talk about, or I want to talk about, is this. Alabama has a football playbook. Okay. You can
Yeah.
bring your own stuff in there, but if you don't start lining up to this playbook, because Alabama knows how to win football games. I mean, they literally have a book, of how to do this, and every coach,
Yeah.
you have to conform to it. You can tweak it a little bit, but you're not going to walk away from it far, especially if you start losing football games. And I
Yeah.
think DeBoer will come around to see it. I think he'll be a fine coach if we give him another year or two. I think we really will, but
Yeah.
well, only time will tell on that kind of stuff. But that's what
Yeah.
I'm talking about. There's your standard in the Alabama football play.
Yeah. And what I will say for that, I know Stacy's in the chat.
Yeah.
Salute to you, Stacy. Hey, the bottom line is that at this time, there's nothing both sides don't know about each other.
Yeah.
This is one of those backyard brawls where, hey, you just better bring your best and you better do it for 60 minutes and may
Yeah.
the best team win.
Exactly. And I'm gonna guarantee you, I'll be on here next Sunday morning if Georgia wins, taking my hat off to you, giving you congratulations. Of course, I'm gonna pick. That's because everybody else is gonna pick too. But that's just part of having fun in football with these teams. Don't hold nothing specifically hate toward. Let's put it that way. Unless you're Auburn.
But here's what I will say for both teams. The one thing that's undefeated, if you turn the ball over, your percentage of winning goes way down.
Don't we know it? Oh, I don't want to talk about that. You heard
I know you know. But hey, hey, good, bad, and indifferent. You don't see if you want to be a championship team, you're not afraid of being honest and open,
Right.
so it doesn't become a weakness, but it becomes a strength of yours because you know the score. You're not going to shy away from it. And I know this coaching staff are going to do everything to be in the right position. But hey, once again, turnovers is pivotal in this game. The one that wins the turnover battle, if I looked at it, 92.7% of the time won the game.
Well, let's put it this way: how many times we turn over it on Oklahoma?
Yeah.
Yeah. Bring back old memories. But look at Auburn. Marched to the field last night, turned over the ball, and it cost them. And
yeah. Well, see, the thing about it is, though, you needed to go into it was set up to where that game shows you the growth of DeBoer and his staff. Because understand, it could have easily went left. Easily. But instead, they pulled up their bootstraps and they found their way. I like those type of wins because the simple fact is it shows the character,
Yeah, it does.
championship character of a team. Because to go into someone's backyard when everybody's rooting against you and you take it, that's something that no matter what, when you get in the playoffs, hey, you can hang your hat on that and make sure you don't make the mistakes or the different type of stuff that we're talking about. But you guys, both teams at this point, you're well deserving to be there, and you know each other very well. So hey, you might as well just call this the best gumbo competition ever because there's going to be a slobber knocker fight, and whoever's the
Yes,
last
it
man
is.
standing is going to win it.
Yes, it is. Yeah, I couldn't agree more. It is going to be a dogfight for sure. And I know Georgia wants this game. We want this game. It is the SEC championship. We all like to pride ourselves, and I know you understand this. SEC championship means a lot to us.
Yeah.
I feel like one day that the SEC championship will no longer exist. It was created back in my lifetime. There not used to not be an SEC championship game, and then we decided to implement it against Florida and Alabama and all that, and it's just grown from there. I feel like with all this changes in the playoff system, eventually, because the conference championships won't even matter anymore.
And it's already been whispers of that because what is actually happened is some teams that were slated to be in, they lose that game. All of a sudden, they found themselves on the bubble and not getting in. So it's a lot of changes that need to be made. But I will say this: you win and you're in. You need to go 1-0, and you just got to have that. Hey, you got to have your creep moment where on X I put out that creep moment where the young man Michael B. Jordan had to get in that tire with that guy, and he had to trade blows, and whoever flinched loses. That's this game.
Okay. All right. I'm going to do this. Thank you very much for coming on this morning.
Appreciate it.
No, don't go nowhere. Nope, don't go nowhere. I say that because I want to know who you thinking that Oklahoma is going to be playing in the playoffs. There's no if and buts that Oklahoma is going. It doesn't matter. Who do you think you're going to be going up against, and what do you think the outcome of it could possibly be? Because you might be playing Duke.
Hey,
I say that jokingly.
hey, you know what? Slatedly, if everything falls just right, we're supposed to have Notre Dame come to Norman. At this point, we're like I said, we're just glad to be in, and we know it's the second season, and you got to go 1-0 each and every week. So whether we're on the road or at home, we're in. And hey, we got a chance. We just got to do it on the field. We can't. We still got to. I'm an old ball coach. It's too much film out there on every team, and so you got to keep evolving. You got to keep stoking the fire on your own self, so that way the other team doesn't get a hand. Because if you come one-dimensional, you come susceptible to a loss.
So you think y'all be playing Notre Dame? Is that the way?
That's what before all of this shakeup was the Pavella situation. But nobody thought that Duke would be in the championship game versus Virginia.
Yeah.
So
ain't that crazy?
I'm gonna be honest. It's going to be real interesting because we're about to find out if the committee was telling the truth and that these championship games won't affect the playoff rankings. But I got a feeling
It's going to.
it's going to. And see, this is where I have a problem with our committee because we need a chair, we need a commissioner because it needs to be a standard because you really got 2 spots already sewn up. And because of those 2 spots sewn up to that one league, one of the spots being to that one league, it's only 11 left. But then you most likely, because Notre Dame is not in a conference, they're in. So it's only 10 spots. So it's really not 12 spots.
Right. Right. Especially if Duke takes one of them. That's so fit.
And so, you know how my brother, Mr. Piano Man,
Yep.
hey, the bottom line is the best is what we got right now. But the bottom line is hey, we work our stuff out as a gladiator on the field and let them deal with all that other stuff. We just know we're in and we'll play the game on the road or at home. It's still got to be played, and if you want to keep moving forward, you got to find a way.
I'm thinking Oklahoma is what I call that team that is just sitting there quiet, like not saying a word. It's kind of like the Alabama of '92. They know how good they are. They're not saying a lot. They're not talking a lot of smack. Just don't look over here. Don't pay no attention to us. Yeah, we slid in here, and they're going to come in there. And I hope if you play Notre Dame, I will watch that game just to watch Notre Dame get beat. You know what I mean? And I will be pulling for Oklahoma because it's SEC. I'm this way.
Yeah.
Alabama, roll tide. Okay,
Yeah.
all the way. That's just I raised, born that way, and it was my decision to pull for Alabama. My father and them never steered me either way. Okay, matter of fact, my brother was an Auburn fan. All right, but I'm Alabama first and foremost. SEC next. I know sometimes I get flack for that, but I don't care. I love the SEC football. The rest of it is college football. If I couldn't have Alabama or SEC, I'd be one of these suckers that pull for who knows who. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I probably pull for Duke. I don't know.
Yeah.
But you see what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
I want Oklahoma to win. I'm gonna be honest with you. Now, do I want to play? Do I want national championship after the SEC championship? Sure, everybody does. You know, that's no big secret. But I'm telling you, Oklahoma is just going to be sitting there quiet, like winning their game, not talking much smack, and hopefully they just rise on up. And it's going to get to where if I'm thinking right, y'all going to get. I don't know if you're going to get the semifinals or not. Depends on who y'all go up against. Because I still think Oklahoma needs to work on their offense. Really
Absolutely.
do.
See,
not the defense.
This is where this is why understand in order for us to make it into the playoffs, we had to win out.
Mm-hmm.
We had to go through the gauntlet. And we did that, but we did it with defense and a strong kicking game where I don't care, Sendell, you want to wear Daisy Dukes? Wear them, bro. And you keep kicking 50 plus yard field goals, wear Daisy Dukes. Bring it in style. I don't care. That kid is a weapon. And it allows you to play a certain way with the ability to flip the field with our punter and kicker, and then Satania getting positive yardage when we get kickoffs and punt returns. Those are the hidden yardage and wins that you got to have to go far in these playoffs. But you also have to play complementary football. And you guys know that you're the standard because you're the ones that set the standard by winning all those championships by doing that.
Yeah.
I remember with this last thing. I remember Saban. It wasn't going so hot. He made a change from one quarterback to Ty Vologa.
Yeah, Tua.
Ask yourself, in a championship game, who does that? Only the best who have set the standard that are realizing, hey, I'm in this fire test. I can either stand and stay in the standard and I see the outcome, or I can be a catalyst and make a change. And he decided to be a catalyst, and because of that, you guys won the game. That's this year. This year for the NCAA is about who can take whatever they have, mold it, keep moving forward, and nobody, whatever flaws you have, can you do enough to keep getting stronger to be at the end? That's this year. This is the year of the gauntlet. If you win the national title, you have went through the gauntlet.
Yep. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Definitely this year. I got a few things I wanted to address.
Go ahead.
Because you said it, the kicking game. Oh man, you just throwing darts at me. Jeez. Talty hit 2 field goals last night. Cool. Hope he gets his confidence back. But I don't want to have to depend on our kicking game. We've seen it throughout the year. I hope he gets together, but I hope we don't never have to use him again. Just to be honest with you, that this is something that I'm really finding very interesting. Stacy asked, or she makes a statement of there is so much pressure on those quarterbacks. Ours is not what I call. Is it our quarterback or is it our receivers dropping the ball? That's the problem in our offense. And from what I'm sorry, people, I don't follow Georgia. I really don't. And as much as I love two-time and all y'all, I just don't follow Georgia. Alabama is my team. It's hard enough to follow up with them.
Yeah.
So I'm hearing that Stockton is not able to. Let's see. Jeff Stapleton makes the comment. Can't throw the deep ball, but Ty just need for our receivers to catch the ball. So who do you think the most pressure is really going to be on, Ty Simpson or Stockton? Throwing the ball or our receivers catching the ball? I'm kind of curious who's going to have the most pressure.
Boy, y'all must be in my gumbo. Y'all know it tastes good. Check this out. The key to this ball game. The key to this ball game is the quarterback who gets the most out of it. And it's the small fundamental things. Do you run the ball to get it first when it's 2 to 3 yards versus passing it? Or you got to, in this game, you got to take every possible win to win this game. So you can't allow something that you're trying to wait on a deep pass when you got green grass or you got someone in the flats. This game is about being able to see what the defense gives you and take what's there. And that sometimes that might be your legs, but the quarterback.
What we was referring to it earlier. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. The quarterback that takes advantage of that the most, their team will win because you're too evenly matched. There's no room for error, and you already played one another, so you got enough cut up to make a script. So at this point, it's the hidden yardage, the hidden wins. Unfortunately, I don't sugarcoat it. It's your kicking game. It's field position. It's flipping the field. It's no fumbles, no interceptions. That's where this game has always been one of those ones. Either even let's put in there 3 downs and outs. The team that that doesn't do the most 3 downs and out wins the game. That's fundamental football. And that's where I feel that this game is more about the quarterback being able to audible or put their team in the best possible position, and whatever is called upon, you gotta sometimes run it with your legs and keep the series going, because complementary football is also taking time off the clock.
That's right.
Taking time off the clock. So hey, understand. I know you don't want to have to rely on the kicking game,
Yeah,
but hey, 3 points is better than no points.
that's what I'm saying. You know how bad I hated. I smoke, okay, and of course I don't smoke in the house. I go outside, and so when I get nervous, like last night with the Alabama Auburn game, I'm I'm outside in the snow with it blowing in my face, just so I don't have a heart attack in there watching this game. And every time that would send me out the most was when Auburn make a first down. This game is measured in inches, not yards. All right. So if you've got 2 yards, take it, and that's what we were saying earlier. That was one play that I really did not want to see when Ty threw for the ball. Receiver doesn't catch it. He had wide open 2 yards, first down. Let's go again. That to me is, shall I say, rookie mistakes.
Yeah,
I understand this is Ty's first year, and you would think he would know better being there so long, but until you're in game time, game mode, nothing. You can practice all kinds of stuff. It's just it's different. The speed is different. But anyways, yeah, get the inches. Is the pressure that Stacy asked a while ago? I think the pressure is going to be more on Ty. I really do. And the reason why I say that is because he's had that Heisman talk in his head, but he's got heart. He's lost the Heisman already. I mean, that's no doubt about that. Uh, but he's got heart, and I'd rather have a kid that's got heart than I can't say that more talent. I'm just saying I love the heart of this whole football team, but I really love the heart of Ty Simpson. Now, is he the best? I don't know. Don't really care. But I feel like in his mind, he's got to keep going forward away from these losses and try to win this game as best he knows how.
yeah,
What else can you do if the wide receivers are dropping the ball? What else
right.
can you do? And I
Let
think
me. Maybe I can help the
oh,
family out a little bit. Okay,
before you go, okay.
go ahead.
I'm gonna put this up here real quick, and I'm gonna comment on it. Stacy Bishop, as an unbiased person, in your opinion, who wins this game? No, the unfair. I know what she's going after, and I appreciate it. But I think it's too soon for that. I think
Oh
it
yeah,
needs
no, no.
more study, and
Stacey
that's why
Dale.
I'm saying, yeah.
Yeah, here's what I was going to do. I want y'all to hear something from someone who has coached the game. In order to make a good gumbo, the ingredients by themselves are good on their own, but a good gumbo starts with the root. That's the foundation. Well, on our teams, that is the heart of your team. At this point, you can't change it. You can only make it better. So, understanding that in order to cook this gumbo just right, you got to do the little things right. You got to take
Yeah.
every win that you can win, and you got to eliminate any mistakes, and you got to win the time of possession. And more than anything, every time you're in the other person's uh, side of the field, you have to seize points. I don't care if it's 3 or 7. You cannot come out empty.
Mhm. That's it. I think Ty asked Nick Saban said, "What could he really do?" And he told him, "Don't give up the football. Make everything positive." You know, uh, I will say something because I pick at my wife about this, Stacy. I just got to say this. Uh, I watched Stacy on the piano, man, and she is nervous. Lord, she is nervous. She needs that comfort, and I understand. I really do. But she's invested way too much in all this. I need to concentrate. hey, I've got the Bigfoot show. If you got nothing else to come see us, that's how I relieve my stress. But welcome to the SEC.
You ain't like, hey, and put it like this, you guys. Where else would you want to be?
Yes,
Where else would you want to be? And yes, the fire test is real. Because understand,
yes, it
that's
is.
why the other conferences they push away games. We take on games, and we're gladiators over here.
Yes, we are.
We're
Every one of them.
gladiators. We know. Hey, we know that we're gonna all meet up. But until that time, okay, you do what you got to do. But when we come up, hey, you already know the hate is real.
Yep.
Hey, the bottom line is, hey, somebody got to win. And I don't know about you, but I like to be in the playoffs. Do you?
Yep, that's right. Well, I will put it
So
like this. My wife, she is a newly Alabama fan. Let's put it that way. And she gets more upset and fired up. And when I have to walk out of the game so I don't lose my freaking mind, she sits in there and takes it. And buddy, I come back in here and swoosh, she is mad. But welcome to the SEC. That's what I told her. I said, welcome to being an Alabama fan in the SEC. There's no better conference, and I don't care what anybody says. There's more excitement, more emotions. It just means more, as the old saying used to be. It just means more down here in the SEC. So,
and
Stacy,
kudos,
hang in there.
yeah, kudos to the SEC chairperson who started the SEC championship. When he did that, he
Yep.
made the NCAA go up a new level.
Yep. And
That
now
is,
they had to do it.
yep,
That started it all.
that started it all. That's the standard of what everything was built upon. Because once you did that, all of a sudden, you guys had the upper hand because when you got into the BCS or the playoffs, you have played the type of competition that ready you for playoffs. That's why I say us going through the gauntlet and you guys in the actual championship game, that means you went through the gauntlet. And whoever wins this game has a step up because the type of competition in order to get in the playoffs is second to none.
This is a sure statement. I know everybody's, how they are about football. That's why it's called football because nobody knows what will happen Saturday. Just wait and see. History doesn't mean anything. And I know we're all kind of picking at Stacy a little bit, but he's right. No, you don't know what's going to happen. Paper doesn't play football. It's just
Yeah.
it. What was it? Documentation beats conversation. Is that one of your famous sayings?
Yeah, that's mine.
Yeah.
Because I'm one of those that you have to still play the game. I learned something this year. We were 5-0 going into Texas. Oh, we was this hot to try. We got this game. They had just lost to Florida, and so the key is it's the first time that I had to take an evaluation, and I realized what Saban knew about trap games. Do
Yeah.
not listen to all that rhetoric. You still have to play the game, and the other team got just as much film on you as you have on them.
Yeah, I don't think there's real thing as stealing signs anymore. That's why I did get upset when they was talking about that kind of crap.
Yeah,
I think we all have tapes on everybody.
we got so much tape. We can tell you what formation, what you're going to run, what percentage of play is going to be this one or that one. See,
Yep.
that's the analytics side, and that plays a huge part. But the bottom line is, it's the fundamentals that wins the game.
Yep, right here. These games are about execution. That is it. Well
That's
said
it.
to Tab.
That's it.
Oh, Lordy. I'll tell you what, it's going to be fun. It's going to be a good game.
It's going to be a blast. Thank you. I'm humbled. Thank you for allowing me to come on. Truly.
Oh, you're kidding me. It's my pleasure. Man, I've been wanting to do this with you for I don't know how long. And you know how times are. People do have other things to do, and things get in the way. But anyways, we are need to getting out of here. I got some other things I need to do. I really do appreciate it. And I hope the chat room really appreciates Mr. Bishop. Have you got a channel or anything that you would like to plug
Right
in?
now, Coach Rick's. We have to get a new soundboard and get some things up. But yeah, Coach Rick's, and then I one of the key components of the Hall of Fame, Jason Watkins, silent partners that back there. So any one of those shows, you're more than welcome to come on, you guys. We want to keep the bottom line. The bottom line, the SEC, it just means more, and the fact of the matter is it's where we wanted to be, because we were tired of being able to be so easy going through the Big 12, but not being able to be ready for the playoffs or the BCS. That's no way to play a game. So we're right where we want to be.
Yep. I'm gonna tell you what, it's been a great addition with Texas and Oklahoma. I'm proud they are here. I really am. It just added more to our competition. And I love competition, even though it makes me nervous. I'm like Stacy, you know what I mean. So I understand. But anyways, it's been a great addition. I'm gonna say this: great win last night. It might not have been the prettiest, but it was by 1 point at least. We got 7 of them, so I'm not worried about that. But we are really proud that we beat Auburn, of course. Guys, that's enough for me for Auburn Talk. You're going to catch many more of it with making a double tomorrow night with William. I know they're going to be they're going to stir it up tomorrow. And, of course, you're going to have Bama Smoke on Wednesday night. And, guys, I already know who's got the points in the Pickem show. So y'all can be back with me again next Saturday morning. And, of course, we'll try to do this again next Sunday after the SEC conference game. Mr. Bishop, if you wouldn't mind, we have a, let's see if I can find this for you, bud. There's our email, BAMA Sports. Would you send me your information of your channels and whatever else you do?
Yeah, I definitely will. I really do appreciate that. Rise and Shine Hall of Fame podcast, Coach Rick's podcast, and of course, I can't forget my brother, Mr. Piano Man.
Ain't that the truth? Love him. He entertains me every morning. So do you. I really think the world of you two guys. Y'all really help my mornings go along when I can. You know, and I jump in every now and then if I get a chance to chat, and then I have to hit and go. You know, I hate that, but I really do enjoy y'all in the morning.
Hey, it's a disclaimer. Forgive us. There's sometimes we go way left, but y'all know y'all love it.
They do. I do. You got to have fun. You just got to have fun.
But once again, thank you again. Humble. Also, no fake. So I'll send all of that in the email. But we thank you that the type of competition that's over here is that nobody belly aches. You're gonna have to toe the line and make the best team win, and that's how you win it. Win it on the field. Documentation beat conversation, because the only way to get it done is you do it on the field.
That's right. All right, guys, we're gonna get out of here. Thank you, Mr. Bishop. I hope you come back. Please do.
Oh, absolutely. Thank you for having me.
No, these guys are great in the chat room, and we'll catch you hopefully in the morning with Mr. Piano Man. But thanks for coming. We're going to get out of here. Everybody, good win last night. Let's move on to the SEC championship. Sorry, Georgia. We love you, but now the talk's got to start. It's just got to. Okay.
Hey, what's that famous saying? Can you somebody has a famous saying? Remember Piano Man, he says it.
Oh, geez. I hope it ain't this, that, and the third.
No, it escapes me. But hey, We got plenty of time this week. You guys pay attention, but you know how Piano Man is. Something about there's a standard that we something that he says, a mantra he says, but you guys know what he says. I just said this week, seize your moment. Take every moment to be thankful that we're here. First and foremost, both of you guys, Georgia and Bama, hey, take care of the little things because those are what's going to win you this game. Without Bishop signing out.
Yep, me too, bud. Thank you very much. I really did appreciate it. I enjoyed this conversation. But we are going to get out of here. Thank y'all for coming. I hope y'all enjoyed as much as I did. Like I said, congratulations, Alabama. Wasn't the prettiest, but we won. And that's all that matters. So let's move on to the SEC game. Georgia fans, especially you two-time, you know the talk's going to start up, but we love you, brother, and you know it. So you take care of yourselves. All you Georgia fans, take care of yourselves. And let's get it on and let's enjoy next Saturday. Let's get it on and enjoy the game. Till then, roll down tide, and we'll see y'all next time. Y'all take care.
You've got to be better in all three areas of life, which of course are spiritual, mental, and physical. You must be able to discipline yourself. If you don't learn but one thing out of football, it'd be worthwhile. There's certain sacrifices that you will have to make. There are going to be many sacrifices you have to make in later life. To fight. Oh, I don't mean fist fight. I mean to get up and come back and get up and come back and get up and come back again after you've been knocked down. And that could happen to you in later life. But if it does, you're going to know how to handle it. There's no one that ever has or ever will accomplish anything alone. I've read about self-made men. That's Tommy Rot, as far as I'm concerned. I don't even know how to define intangibles. And I know that if you learn these lessons, you'll have it. And if you have it, you'll win, and you'll be better prepared in those three areas of life that we've been talking about. That there are going to be times for everyone that you're going to get discouraged. But if you never lose sight of your objective and never give up on yourself, if we do that as a team, 11 at a time, 4 years from now, why, we'll be walking out of here